Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Ooh. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Hey, Vanshella Reed. Hey, Games on. Metal on. Hey, Kitty Cadillac. Hey, I am Tequila Natural. Tequila. Tequila. Be natural. How are y'all doing today? I hope you had a Merry Christmas. I did. And I got a couple of things I'm going to talk about. Trying to pour me some 7 Up, child. Okay. I named this video Merry Christmas. Everyone. And like I said, I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. I did. Hey, Emma Renee. Trying to get my stuff ready now, child. I know y'all hate when people ain't ready when they come on. I know I used to hate that shit. Some people have to roll up. Some people have to go to the bathroom. Sometimes people just put you on hold just for the hell of it. Well, I ain't gonna do you like that. I'm gonna stay right here with you guys. Hey, Tweety, Letitia Phillips. You just got back from Utah? Ooh, child, I didn't have to go anywhere, like out of state or anything this holiday, which is good because I'd rather be at home. Hey, Kitty Cadillac, I'd rather be at home. But when you have family, sometimes you have to go see them. And sometimes the only time you can go see them is on Christmas. But my brother that always came home for Christmas, he passed. He hadn't been dead a year yet. And he lived in Michigan. And then my sister, my oldest sister, she passed like a year and a half ago. But she used to live in Michigan. But when she retired, she moved back home. So we used to go see her a lot. And we see my brother and nephews and stuff in Michigan. And we see a lot of snow, you know, a lot of snow when we would go up there. But they didn't have like freezing rain like we do here. Because like when they do freezing rain here, you can't really drive on that shit. It depends on how thick it is. You know, you have to kind of know what you're doing on that freezing ice. The freezing rain and stuff, because it's just ice. It ain't no snow. It's just ice, ice. And that's what we have here more than anything. Hey, Legine. But I'm going to discuss, the first thing I'm going to discuss is Beyonce, honey. She was on the halftime show today, baby, in her hometown of Houston. And the team there is the Ravens, Houston Texans, and they played the Baltimore Ravens. Now they got blew out, child, 31-2. Now, Lord, the highlight of that game, child, was the halftime show. And Beyonce, she showed up and she showed out. She was riding a beautiful white horse. All the dancers was in white. And then she had the band there, like the college bands. She had them on they marched and did what they do. And her daughter, Blue Ivy, was up there with her when she first got off the horse and did a little dance. And then they helped, they was arm in arm and they walked out to, onto the well, they was already on stage, but I'm talking about they were separate from the crowd, stepped out. And Blue Ivy is beautiful, honey. She get it from her mama. Do you hear me? And Beyonce performed a lot of the songs that's on her new album. You know, her show was about 20 minutes, full of energy. She had a zillion dancers, and like I said, it was a zillion marching band. It was the bomb, okay? And everything on stage was white, okay? They had cowboy hats on and sashes and tassels, and great show, great show. Another thing that's going on with Beyonce, she says she's got a big announcement that she's going to make January the 14th, 2025. What it's going to be, I don't know, but she's making a big announcement on the 14th. She also broke the record for the most nominees for the Grammys. She passed her husband and everybody else, left them in the dust, honey. She have 99. That's a Lifetime Achievement Award, and she has made history, child. Jay-Z, how you feel your wife broke the record, child? How you feel, Jay-Z? Child. And another thing that happened with Beyonce on December the 20th, her and her daughter, they co-starred in the new Lion King. Mufasa, the Lion King, that new movie, she co-starred with her daughter in it, child. So she's been really busy. She looks really good. Her daughter looks really good because she's like about 15 or 14 or 15, something like that. But honey, she got a body, yada, 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 just like her mom, honey. But I don't think she's going to be as thick as her mother, like in the thigh area, hip area. But see, she's got a lot of growing to do, and her hips might be big as hell for what's all over. But right now, the way her body look, the form of her body, she don't look like she's going to be as thick as Beyonce. Because I remember when Beyonce was performing, they show like old, I'm going to say VHS, because that's what back in the day when she was a girl. And when they be dancing, she was thick. And so I think that, like I said, I think Blue Ivy going to be slimmer than her. But like I said, it could change. Let me see if I have anything here. Okay, now that's it for just general announcements. And okay, now I told you guys that Auntie having a purge, and it started on the 27th at 11:45 p.m. and it go all the way to Sunday. It's 48 hours nonstop. The live don't never stop. And it's going to be cash prizes. And as I said before, like the previous winners, they're going to be given cash prizes, for their service in the past. And then, like I said, Bimp having his Mo3 Beef Sector Awards, and that's on January the 1st. And he's gonna have, it's gonna be like he wanted to be upbeat. it's gonna be comedy, but then it's gonna be some people probably get pissed off because I think it's gonna be kind of like a light roasting too. I'm pretty sure the way he was describing it, because he's been talking about it like over a month, and then like the more every little bit he when he was thinking about what he's gonna do is going more like on a comedy, but like I said, it's gonna be some roasting too. And some people might not like the reward they get. Okay. Um, that's it for that. Okay, now I'm getting ready to talk about what I've seen on YouTube. I didn't see a whole lot because you have to be prepared for Christmas and things like that, like dinner, wrapping, extra gifts, make sure everything's the gift wise is right. Um, I was just when I had time, I would look on YouTube, and one of the times I looked on YouTube, I seen Cupcake Speaks go live, and she did a drunk laugh, and I had a ball. Do you hear me? She was tore up, and then she did another live later on, and I haven't got to see that, but I got to watch it because I know because she did it hours later, so I could imagine her, you know, because she kept saying, "I don't know what I'm gonna talk about," and she said, "Let me get my notes." And it was so funny. She's a darling. She's really funny. She's from the Mo3 sector. And one of the things that she discussed on her live was about Josh and Sweet Pea. And I told you guys a little bit about them a couple of days ago. And she felt like I do. Some guys, when you be friends with them, like cool with them, then they kind of say something like stuff like they like you, not like a friend, but like you more than a friend. Well, he's one of them kind of people. And so she quit like returning his texts and all of that. But then she a content creator, so she went live. And honey, he hit the damn roof. Some people you can't let down easy. You might have to be a little harsh with them. I'm not talking about like dogging them out or something, but you got to make sure that they understand when they throw them little slide, remarks to you, like, you know, not a regular compliment, but over a regular compliment. You have to like put them in their place because even though they might know you have a man, men will be men if you let them, and they'll do that slash shit, and if you let that go, then they'll go further, say something different next time. Let that go. Next time they touching on you. Some people you have to be really careful with. And he's one of them kind of people, like they wear their heart on their sleeve. Like if you be too nice to him, he'll take it to the next step. And on somebody like that, she's tried to not texting him back thing. That didn't work because he sent 50 of them texts. Okay. And then, she just made a regular live. Well, he went live and went crazy, and then he was texting her going crazy. And with a situation like that, she probably gonna do the next step since she wasn't harsh and telling him, "Hey, dude." But see, I don't get people you don't give people your phone number. That way they can't text you. The YouTube people, plus people in the real world. But you got to be stern with some people. And you can't get everybody your number just because they're a content creator and you're a content creator. I ain't got nobody number. I ain't finna start that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want no problem with you, baby. And I'm not a phone person, so I don't want to be bothered with any text or any phone call. I've gotten all them people out of my life. And then the guys are talking about it too. And they kind of feel like the women do. When you don't return text, don't keep texting the person. Or you don't return calls. It don't take a fucking rocket scientist. Hell. Okay. I'm through with that. But like I said, you got to be stern with some people. And he one of the kind of people that hell no. And they made a list of some of the ladies that he's done like that before. Now he dated CB, you know, but he, had made himself friends with Ashley when him and CB broke up. Well, then he was modding for Ashley. And then him and CB back together, but she hates Ashley. And I don't do shit. I ain't got time for no shit like that. And I told him, you're going to have a problem because CB don't like Ashley. So why would you be her mod? Okay. And then there was a girl named Pressure. She was a new girl that came on here. She wasn't a content creator, but he called himself liking her. But then he was talking about putting her on OnlyFans and all that kind of shit. And I told her, girl, that nigga is square. If you do decide to make a OnlyFans page, you are going to be the one performing, and you have children. Don't you get nobody your goddamn money. Especially a nigga. I could see you having out a woman that got some kids. But a man, hell no. But he thought he was supposed to get a cut of her shit. And I told her, girl, if you start OnlyFans, you don't need to be doing nothing but getting money. Because you are a single parent. I had to talk, get stern with her. I said, if you do, I'm going to drag shit at you every time I see you because you ain't got no business doing that. Because you the one going to be doing the service. Why would you give somebody some of your OnlyFans money? I don't get it. Okay? That's like getting pimped out. And like I told her, all you got to do is push live and start doing whatever you say you're going to do on OnlyFans. Do you need somebody to help get your finger and push live? Hell no. And you don't need nobody on YouTube like that either. Okay. I went by Beyonce. He did a show yesterday. And child, he didn't go off to this morning about 10. Okay? And so when I was up peeling around, I seen he was live. And so when I got on his live, I read about it back because he said, I'm going to get off here in a minute because, I'm winding down. And he said he had been drinking Hennessy and, he was just having fun with people coming over there. And of course, he had a crowd. And people were dropping in all night, from what I could see when I read about it. I seen Big Lack was over there, and him and Donald Goin got into it. And they drug each other forever. Then Mike Martin, he got up there, and he drug. Him and Donald Goin was dragging each other. And they drug each other forever. Okay? And Mike Martin would get down and then he'd go back up. It was like that. And so then Donna Goins, SD had hit the panel. And Donna Goins started dragging SD. Donna Goins was dragging everybody hit the panel, okay? And him and SD got going back and forth. And, it wasn't like too bad when they talking about trying to ill each other or nothing. It was just guys dragging each other. Then, some got more mad than others. But to me, it was okay. Okay. Then I left there. Now, I seen YouTube camera had went live a couple of times. And I just didn't have, I was in and out of YouTube. I just really couldn't stay. So I said, I'm going to save her live to watch later on. And then one time when I come back on YouTube, Battle Roach had made a video. And she do the little bitty clips of what, funny shit she found on YouTube or when somebody really into it on YouTube. She get the clips up and she clipped YouTube cameras. And on the YouTube camera was dragging her ass up. Do you hear me? So after I watched that, then I went to YouTube cameras and watched her video. And I rotate, I went back on it. And her assessor was up there and they were just discussing different things, like some people don't like Sassy being on her panel and some people do. Now I like them together on the panel because they are good chemistry. They bounce off each other. And like I said, opposites attract. And to me, they bounce off each other. And like one time they had a slight, I don't say falling out, but they bumped heads. I'll just put it like that. But now they are back together because they know what lines not to cross, okay? And know what I can, you can and you cannot do. So I'm glad that happened. So now they know how far to go with each other. And I'm glad they didn't let that destroy their friendship. Now they didn't speak for a little while, but they talked it out and everything worked out. Like two women. After their tempers had cooled all the way down, then they discussed it and they've been okay. Okay. Well, honey, after they was talking, then YouTube camera, she had something she had to say, and honey, she was talking about Sean Bradley. Do you hear me? Trap mouth. And let me get my notes so I can tell y'all what she said. What she said. Okay, now what happened was, they were just up there having like girl talk about different things that's been going on YouTube streets, and Sean Bradley dropped in the damn chat. Okay, and YouTube camera was already pissed at him. He's been stepping on her toes, saying little sly shit for a long time, she said. And this was the one time that it did it, okay? And so that's when she made that telling him off video. The short, the battle road check out. Well, honey, she drug the shit out of Sean. She skinned after she got him on a hook at the river and pulled him on the bank. She skinned him. She filleted him. She put him in the boiling hot grease. And then she put hot sauce and messed it on him. Ate it, child. Do you hear me? She tore his ass up. And she said that he wasn't the only one that traveled. He's a liar. He is fake. And she said that she ain't gonna do no fake beef with nobody. She let him have it. And then Sassy, she got in it a little bit. She didn't go too far, but she did throw in a couple of punches. And one of her punches that she threw on Sean Bradley, she called him an old white woman, child. You hear me? Do you hear? She called him an old white woman. And I hit the flow. YouTube cameras on it. She wasn't taking that shit. Okay. Now I'm gonna discuss just this is on my own. Like a lot of this is going on, like the people that's supposed to be striking or whatever. The feelings that they say it's not about money. They say it's not about such and such. They say it ain't about this. That's people need to be held accountable and all that bullshit. Okay? People get their damn money to who they want to. And that's just the facts. Ain't no other way to say it. I don't care, man, how mad you get. I don't care how many times you stop making videos. That ain't gonna get you no money. And like I said, it might run some of the people off. And some of these places that people go as a subscriber, because like I said, I did not want to be a content creator. I love to be a subscriber. Hitting panels if I want to and all that kind of shit. But some places that you go on YouTube, not just the beef sector, the mods play with the subscribers. The content creators mess with the subscribers and all that kind of shit. And like people that's been on YouTube a long time as subscribers, they are not treated right. Some of these places they go. But before I get treated like anything and talked to like anything, by your mods and all that shit, timing out and blocking, Ain't no questions to ask. I just don't take my black ass back over there. You know? You don't realize what some of these subscribers go through. Most of them don't complain. You never hear about how some of these content creators messes pick with the subscribers everywhere they go. And then you never heard about how subscribers mess with subscribers everywhere they go. It is what it is. That's how YouTube is. Either you're going to deal with it or you're not. You know, like I said, as a subscriber, I didn't put up with no whole bunch of bullshit. I didn't go none of them places which I have been used to go to, that the mod messing with you, timing you out, and you ain't did nothing because they just don't like you. You know, so a lot of the problems that some of these content creators are having, they're not getting the support they think they feel they need. It's because a lot of bullshit go on in these chats. And so, like I said, some of these content creators will run off. Some of the subscribers just leave. They don't tell nobody. You know? And then if you one of them content creators that pick on people everywhere, the person ain't gonna go to your channel. Or they see how you treating such and such. And that might be this person's friend or relative. I'm not getting, well, my friend don't. I gotta go to my friend don't be over here. So it's some more to what they saying. And when James had that town hall meeting, subscribers was getting up there because a lot of times they have it where just content creators talk. But I feel that subscribers need to be in all the town hall meetings. They should be able to hit the panel because the content creators are not the only one that have something to say. Okay? And that's all I, got to say about it. Because there's so many ways that this is going. And like I said, it don't make no sense. Not to me. Hey, Just Andrea. Hey, Liberia. Hey, E-Money. Hey, Candy Cane. Let me see if anybody else came in, because I do not be looking at this thing. I think that's all it. Hey, it's only by God's grace. Hey, Yaya. Hey, Brick Girl. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Miss Parker, Miss Parker. But I feel, because like the beef sector, we all like go to the same places. But like I said, it got boring over here. So that's why I ventured out. I got bored. And I'm not the only one that got bored with the beef sector. Now the beef sector is bouncing back. I will be over here more. But since I've got places that I'm very comfortable with, I'm not leaving there until I get bored. Uh, I'm gonna be where the party is. I want to see excitement. Next ain't got to be excitement every damn day and all day every. Give me something new. Give me something that I'm interested in. That's all I can say about that. Give me. I want more. I want more than what they've been given. Okay. And until I get more, I'm gonna keep moving like I'm moving now. Because like I said, if it's boring over here, I can always go over there. And I know the characters. You see what I'm saying? That it is what it is. Hey, she talks too much and she never shut up. Hey, Willie. And I will, like I said, I'm not gonna be on here long. I just decided to come on here because, honey, oh, I got to tell you about over there, mysterious. Woo is still acting a goddamn fool. Okay, she ain't had no sleep in, I believe, in about 4 days. And today she was really, really cruel. She was really, really jealous. Some people showing off what they got for the holidays, which I like seeing that, you know. And you could see the hate in how hard her heart is. It was silly. And then like 88, she had came over, and she, like I told you, she performs and she don't mind. And so she had been doing like rehearsing for whatever, and she had Michael Jackson kind of Janet and Michael Jackson skit that she, what dance thing that she was doing, and it was the bomb. Now see, that's something different. She had her Christmas pajamas on, a onesie, with the feet in it, all the way down to the ankles. She was, she danced really, really well. A good skit, performance for the song. And then she had her daughter was there. Well, all her kids was there, you know, and they were happy. And then her and her daughter did a dance together. And then Wu started calling the girl a bulldigger, just all ignorant, okay? And see, if you a dirty bitch when you do shit like that, where the child can hear you, she's low down, okay? She ain't got no good in her. But she was calling that girl bulldigers, and you like ussy, and just saying all that kind of stuff, and and you could see the difference, like in what 88 was doing. 88 had her house was lit up bright. The kids going in and out. The little bitty ones running in and out. The big ones, coming in, you know, and they ate together. She came back later. They was eating, but they was supposed to been riding to see the Christmas lights as a family. But you could see the hate in Woo's face. Like when people celebrated the men, and they were showing what they cooked. So, and one guy cooked a turtle. I know them people in Louisiana, they eat a lot of turtle and stuff. All kind of ways, barbecue, boil, all kind of ways. But he decided he wanted a turtle. He cooked a turtle. Some people barbecue, showed they everything, the cakes and the pies and everything. Like that Gina lady that showed her thong, she had a lot of food, child. Her kitchen was clean. You know, a lot of pastries, everything. Everything was nice. I can't say anything against everybody over there. And like I said, her house was gloomy. She was gloomy. And like I say, 88 house was lit up. Other people's houses lit up. You could hear their company in the background, loving each other as families and friends and stuff. And I can't imagine being that mad on Christmas. And dragging. She ain't been asleep, y'all. She be outside sitting in the car, for hours and hours and hours. Then she'll run into the kitchen and throw something together. Then she back out the door. Everything was canned greens, Bitch, you got a house full of kids. You ought to be able to cook some motherfucking country food. You should know what your pot's supposed to look like, hoe. But see, she was too busy trying to be outside. Drag. Cooking takes love. And like on Christmas and Thanksgiving and 4th of July and shit, Easter, y'all supposed to be eating good. She get food stamps. She should have had the best spread of anybody on here. Okay, down here in Florida, my family loved eating those gulper turtles, but now you can get it in trouble for catching them. What? Now it's a guy from Louisiana. He run a service station here. Now he eat turtle year round. Like if somebody catches a turtle, like when you fishing or whatever, or they see one out like a good size one, honey, you can take it to him. He'll pay you for them. And he barbecue them, boil them. He do everything because he's a turtle eater. And then if you want a sandwich, he'll give you one. But I don't want no turtle. I don't want that. But some people eat that shit. I don't eat that shit. I don't eat no squirrels. I don't eat fish. I don't eat. Well, I eat a deer every once in a while. But they got to know how to cook it and how to cure it out. But like I said, I ain't got no problem with people that eat that. You know, I'm just saying, but like I said, everybody seemed happy today. The men was excited, they had to open their present. And one guy, he got several grandchildren. And he said it was peepholes in all the gifts. The kids had peep one. That's what we used to do. We peep them and tape it back up. Or put the hole in the back, turn it where it was toward the Christmas tree and stuff. And my brother, he used to sneak in everybody giving look. But but kids gonna be kids. But his grandkids on there peeped in all the gifts. And he said he let them open their gifts last night. And he opened his with the kids. The men out there was bragging like the women. They was cooking too. They was in the kitchen just like the women. And I enjoy seeing that. Ain't nothing wrong with a man getting in there cooking and helping their wife out. My brother, I have a brother, he could cook anything. And he a clean cook. But honey, if you let him in your freezer, he gonna cook all your goddamn meat. It is what it is. He gonna cook everything in there. He gonna eat some of whatever in there. Because we have deep freezers, them big ones down here. Everybody do because we country. But you fool around, let him in your freezer, and you just got the freezer in your, the one on top of your refrigerator. Mess around and let him visit you. You ain't gonna have shit in there when he get through. When I go to my family houses who are further south than me, I always have to ask what meat this is, and not because you'll be eating, I don't know what that is, or possum, yep, squirrel, turtle, and don't even know it. And it be good too, don't it? There, you can get food that you better ask somebody before you eat their food when you were down south. You might be eating an armadillo, a possum, a raccoon. Hey, Gisandra, Regina, but you ain't no telling what you'll be eating. And my mother used to do that too sometimes. She would like smother, you say you smother food and stuff with the good thick gravy and with the onions and all that. You could just live on the gravy. It'd be so good. But see, you have to know the art of cooking those kind of meats. It ain't like cooking just regular meat you buy in the goddamn stove. Once they kill that shit, it's a process. You got to cure it out, boil it with salt, and do all kind of shit when you doing wild game. It is what it is. You spend it like jerky and stuff like that. You got to have a smokehouse, all of that kind of shit. See, I was raised like that. I know how to do all of that. I know how to actually kill a hog, shoot it in the head. I know how to hang it up, gut it. I know how to boil it in them big brown black things And then you get the water out there and pour it in a barrel that's turned sideways with rocks under it so it'll be a slant. Then you put one end down in there and let it sit. Turn it over and let it sit. Then you pull it out and then you scrape it. That get all the hair out. Then you have to do the other side, the other end of it. Do the process all over. Get that water boiling in the hot thing, the fire you got outside in the big black thing. Then you get the water out and put it in the barrel. Then you flip the hog and put the end the other way. And then you scrape it. You take it out and scrape it. And then you have to cut it up however you want to. And then if you want the chitlins, I know how to do that. Take the doodle out and all that. I know how to do all of that. I was raised around that. I know how to kill a chicken. I know how to pluck a chicken. I know how to do all that. I know how to skin a squirrel. I know how to do that. I know what to do with a deer. I know how to skin a deer. I know how to do all that. But them and the chitlins that you actually do your own, it's a process for that too, because you got to clean them and stuff, and I mean clean them out good. Then you got to wash them real good, and then like put salt in the water, sit in the sink, let them sit in there for a little while. Then you put them in the pot and let them roll, honey. You could do all that in one day. I done it. I don't want to do it anymore, but I can tell your ass how to do it. Like if the world mess up and you can't get to no stove, I can tell you what do it to me. I know how to smoke meat. I know how to do all this shit. Because we had a smokehouse. Hey, DM Filter Muffy. Hey, Mary J. Pratt. Regina, I know how to do all of that because I was raised like that. I know how to can. I know how to make jelly. I know how to freeze like greens and stuff like that. I know how to can like snap bean, boil it, in the jars on the stove. I know how to do that. I know how to pickle stuff where you can store it like canned foods. I know how to do that. What else I know how to do? I know how to shuck corn. I know how to grow it. I know how to grow watermelon. I know how to grow any kind of vegetable. And I know what to do with it after when I take it off. I know how to shell peas. I know how to shuck corn. I know how to take the corn off the kernel thing and make like cream corn. Then I know how to freeze the whole corns. I know how to do that. Freeze it in the freezer. I know how to do that. In the process to make the cream corn, you have to boil that stuff on the stove first. You boil it to almost done. You let it get a good roll in the boil, and then you let it simmer. Then you turn it off and let it cool off. Then you put it in your containers and freeze it. I know how to do all that shit. I was raised around there, I know how to do all that. I know how to grow okra, snap beans, peas. I know how to do all that. But sweet potatoes, I know how to grow them. I know how to do the red white potatoes. I know how to grow them. Let's see what else. Trying to think. Oh, tomatoes, I know how to do that. And I know how to can them. Squash, I know how to do that. Cabbage, I know how to grow lettuce, beets. Trying to think what else. I know how to like canned beets. I know how to do that. See what else. Any kind of jelly, I know how to do that. I think that's about it. Greens, I know how to do that. Yeah, I was raised like that. I was raised like this. Like I said, if the end of the world come and all the grocery stores closed, I'm gonna eat. You know, I know how to grow food, vegetables in flower pots. You see what I'm saying? I ain't got to have no big ass ground out there, but the ground we got a ground like acres. But I know how to grow stuff in like pots. Food. You know, so like I said, I can survive. You know, on my own. And my kids, they kind of know. All my brothers and sisters know. because we were raised like that. And my grandkids don't think they know how to do my grandbabies. They know how to pick stuff, like pick tomatoes and just peas, but you have to go behind them because they'll miss some. They pick the ones on the top, and then I just go behind them. That's how my mama raised us. When we were small, we had to pick, and then she would be behind us picking. But yeah, and my baby granddaughter, I had her out there picking some tomatoes one day, and she was like, "Oh God, I gotta go right now. It's hot." She had to get out there garden, honey. She didn't want to pull no tomatoes, but it was too hot for her. She said, I gotta go right now. It's hot. I gotta go. These kids today would lose their minds if they have to do any of this stuff. Yeah, but like I said, if I don't garden like I did used to, like when my mom then was living, because I'd rather go buy it, because I know where to go, where I can get like a bushel or something. I know how to go get that, and I know how to shell them. I'd rather do that than that. But I do still do tomatoes, and I do about 6 uh, cabbage, a little bit of peas, but not in the whole big garden or nothing like that. I don't do that shit no more. And cucumbers, I do those. Greens. And a watermelon or two, I do a couple of them, because I do them from seeds. And they come off by the time my watermelons are ready. That's like the last thing I harvest. And I be harvesting around now, like my tomatoes and greens and stuff. And on my harvest, and the watermelons be the last thing. Either I might put out another little thing of peas so I can, have another round before the winter. Well, $100 shit, I used to have to get out there and get it. Do you hear me? But that's how we had spending money, and then that's how my mama and my stepfather would take us on vacations and stuff with the money that they made selling the vegetables. We would get to go to Six Flags and things like that and stay in motels and swim in the pool. And we thought we was in heaven. Um, that was like extra income for my parents. You get to go skating and stuff every Saturday. Then they use the money sometimes to buy motorcycles for us. Because I learned all the stuff right with my brother. I was a tomboy. Because all the other kids was grown. They was grown. Now it was a brother here, a year and a half younger than me. And then I had a stepbrother, like 2 years older than me. So I was raised with boys. And I did whatever they did. I was not going to let them outdo me. I wasn't going to do it. The only thing I didn't get to do that they did, and the only thing I did that they didn't get to do was Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts. Like Brownies and Cub Scouts. I did the Brownies, my brothers did the Cub Scouts. Then I went to Girl Scouts and they went to Boy Scouts. That's the only thing they learned that I didn't get to do. And that's the only thing that I learned that they didn't get to do because we had, with different sexes. But other than that, shit, I ran in a chunk of rocks, climbed trees, made forts. I did everything they did, I did. I wasn't going to let them do nothing I couldn't do. Now, my mama, she wouldn't buy me no motorcycle, but I rode theirs, I don't know why she wouldn't buy me no motorcycle. I guess because I was crazy. Because I almost tore my brother's motorcycle up, honey. When he went to Michigan one year and I didn't go for the summer, shit, he got back, the tail lights was off and the strings were dangling where the lights used to be. I was having wrecks everywhere. Jumping over ditches and crashing and all. My brother, when he come back and seen his motorcycle, he bust out and started crying. Because he had just got it for Christmas. And then that summer he went to Michigan. And when he got back and seen his both sides, he started crying. Oh shit. Y'all, I done talked almost an hour. I just wanted to come on and shoot the shit with you guys. And I'm getting ready to, chill out. And I'll probably have YouTube a little while, but I think I'm gonna watch. They spoke that game that the Baltimore and the Texas game, Houston Texans. That game is supposed to be on Netflix. I don't know if it's on now, but I was thinking about watching that. So I can watch Beyonce halftime again. But it is on YouTube because that's where I watched it at first, and I watched it a couple of times because I want to see, get a good look at Blue Ivy. And honey, she is pretty, and she growing out of that Jay-Z look. Okay. Now they might have had a whole bunch of makeup on her, but she done grew out of him a lot because she was looking just like that man. But she don't look as much like him anymore. She can favor Beyonce more. And I really enjoyed her show. Like I said, it was all white. Everybody had on white, but nothing no different color but white. And so I got a really kick out of that. But I'm getting ready to get up out of here, and I appreciate the ones that did come. And if you don't mind, subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. And please hit the like button on your way out. I would greatly appreciate it. And I'm getting ready to get out here and run these streets. Ooh, child. Y'all, I'm glad the kids gone, the grandkids gone. Because they've been wearing the shit out of me today, okay? But they was full and happy with what they got for Christmas, okay? Ooh, child. My daughter had to work today. She worked tonight, and she was kind of grumpy when she woke up. But she'll be all right, okay? I think she got to work till Saturday. So she'll be all right. That's part of being grown and working and get your money on you. She jumped up and got that 2025 truck. So she gonna get out there and get it. Okay. Ooh, child. I hope Buddha settle down. She ain't got but an hour left for Christmas. So hopefully this last hour before Christmas, somebody brighten her day. Ooh, child. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.